How you doing, everybody? It's James Larson from 94.1 KRNA Radio here in Cedar Rapids, and welcome to the Craft Beer Corner. As always, I am joined with Drew Knutson from the Mellow Mushroom.
Hello.
And we got Kirk Hayden from Metro Studios. All right, well, this week we took a little road trip, but we left our buddy at home. Apparently, you were a little busy down at the restaurant, but we weren't far away from you in Coralville. We were in Iowa City, Iowa, at the Big Grove Brewery.
Oh, round of applause.
Yeah, very cool
Grove,
place.
yeah.
Blew my mind when I walked in there. This place is massive, but we got to check out a limited release, and we were the first ones to try this great new beer made by Big Grove Brewery.
Yeah, it was a special day. Got invited by Andy Joint, the head brewer down there, and they call it Color TV. Okay, so
Love
we find
the
out
name.
why they called it Color TV. We got to taste the beer. We felt pretty special. I mean, cruising down there in my Vega. And by the way, when did they change the speed limit on I-380 to 70?
Yeah, people were passing us.
I mean, it
Old
was like-
ladies were passing us.
James and I were having a good time.
We sure were.
Did you bring any color TV back with you?
Well, maybe. Let's watch the package here as we head down I-380 to the south, Iowa City, Iowa, and the Big Grove Brewery. Big Grove Brewery. I love this place, Kirk. It's beautiful. It's all set up. And today we have a limited release of this, the Color TV. Dude, I am excited.
Oh, and you probably don't even know what limited release means.
I have no idea what that means.
Hey, let's get the guy that knows, Andy.
And Andy,
Come
he's
on
busy
over.
working. He's busy working.
He's working.
Which, by the way, you come here in the middle. I feel like it's a Justin Bieber concert in here because outside right now, there's a line forming around Big Grove Brewery here in Iowa City. So why is everybody trying to get their hands on the Color TV?
Well, brand new release, kind of our new New England style beer. We put some Galaxy hops in there. It's drinking great. People are excited about it.
This New England style, is this just a fad that's going to go away in a month, a year, 10 years? What's going on?
I don't think so. I think it's here to stay at this point. People love it.
So, Andy, talk a little bit about, and the reason we're here, and you've invited us to this beautiful place. Color TV is a limited release. Tell us a little bit about what is a limited release and why is it so important to your business and what you're doing as head brewer here at Big Grove?
Sure. So, I mean, we made one batch of it. We filled up one tank's worth, and we divided it. We made 150 cases of cans, and then the rest is going out to draft. So there's not a lot of it available, and so if you want it, you got to come get it today.
So people will drive from miles around.
I'm seeing it right now.
I mean, there's a line out
There's
there.
a line outside.
Yeah, they're coming here. What are they going to get when they come here? I mean, if I don't know anything about a limited release, what am I going to experience?
Well, I mean, it's just a good time. There's a lot of people that are excited about beer that come hang out. They usually buy a couple 4-packs, maybe a case, and then they'll have a beer and just kind of get to know each other. So
What does a
fun environment.
4-pack cost?
4-packs of Color TV are $16 today.
So $4 a beer.
Yeah.
That's cheaper than a Bud Light at a bar, James, and you know.
Yeah, trust me, I know a little bit about Bud Lights at the bar. Now, I'm hanging out in this brewery. It is early in the morning here on a Saturday, but guys, enough talk. This is the Craft Beer Corner. Let's sample this beer. I've been waiting all morning for this. This is like my morning coffee.
So tell
Cheers.
us a little
Cheers.
bit before we taste this, and we're tasting it before the public's tasting it.
While that line is wrapped around,
right,
we're
right,
in here. You can
right.
talk while I drink.
Okay, what are we going to experience here?
So a double IPA, so we're 7.8% ABV, and then heavily hopped. I mean, this is one of the most heavily hopped beers we make, and it's Galaxy is the feature here. Get a ton of fruit, some orange.
Yeah, I
This
taste
is
that
orange.
orange.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you, that's the first thing, is I taste the orange, but it's not too much orange. This is a good happy medium here, man. This is good because it's not too boozy. That's, for me, some of these New Englands can be a little boozy. This isn't too boozy at all.
And you know, we keep the bitterness really low in this style, so it drinks really soft and nice, and it doesn't leave much on your tongue. It keeps you coming back for more.
Okay, now you know on this show, Kirk, I have had beers that I said I don't like or I'm not going to drink. So I'm not, I don't like everything, but this, after the first 3 or 4 sips, this is a good beer.
Oh, this is excellent. I will be going home with a few 4-packs myself.
$16 a piece.
That's okay.
Yeah.
From a brewing standpoint, I mean, we look around and we see, look at all the cans and the beers that you guys brew and are available to the public. Being in the public, they got to come here to get this beer right now. Today,
Right.
it's, as you said, it's going to be out in a small quantity, released. Maybe find it in some establishments around the eastern Iowa
So
area?
you might find it on draft at a couple different bars and restaurants around, but as far as getting it in package, it's only available here at our Iowa City brewery, and then we also have some up in Solon at that brewery as well.
So from a brewing standpoint, head brewer, you're the guy. You're the guy baking the cake here. What's going to determine, are you going to make this again?
You know, a lot of it is, this is a tough one for us because the Galaxy is so expensive and so hard to get your hands on that it would be a hard one to make again. But we kind of gauge the reaction by the people who are drinking it and buying it. And if they love it, I mean, you got to come back to it, right?
Yeah, this may be a stupid question. Where do you get the oranges, the orange taste? Where do those oranges come from? Are these Florida oranges? California oranges? Are they Swisher oranges? Where do the oranges come from?
So we kind of joked about it. We were going to do a collaboration with Minute Maid. You know, this is our collaboration with Minute Maid here. So, but the Galaxy hops really bring most of that. Just the way they interact with our yeast, they create that flavor profile.
So before we go, I need to ask you, why did you call this the Color TV? What does that mean?
Sure. Well, so we were kind of thinking about this style and what it means, and it's a huge innovation in craft beer. And so we're thinking about historically, what were some of the huge innovations in history? And we're like, well, Color TV must have been a huge deal, right? So it felt like a good name.
You guys had a lot of fun down there.
Oh, did we have
I tell
a
you
lot
what,
of
I
fun.
know Andy does a great job down there, and you guys did bring me some Color TV. I'm so proud of you.
And before we try it, speaking of having fun, we had like the backstage pass because people were out front waiting to get in. And here's Kirk and I just back there drinking beer, shooting videos. I mean, I felt like a kid in a candy store.
Oh, yeah. I thought Andy was going to be like, hey, you guys just take over. Run the place yourself, because it was he really wanted us to enjoy their beer, and he was pretty proud of it, and he should be.
Hey, before we drink it, Drew, talk about the name, Color TV. It's got the bars, the old TV set. I mean, this is just a great name and a great concept, and you haven't even tasted it yet.
Well, you know, and I had a chance. I was gone. You guys FaceTimed me in, so I was able to talk to Andy with you guys around there, and that was special. And I always have to ask, what's in a name? Because I think it creates a lot of interest. And so, this color TV is supposed to be like way back when black and white TV, and then the innovation of color TV was huge.
Right.
Nobody thought it could be done. And that's what Big Grove is saying they're doing with this New England IPA, a brand new innovation to this style of beer. And they think this is probably the best you can get.
Well, stop talking and do a little drinking already. And
Cheers!
Kirk, we've tried it. Yeah, cheers. This is special. This is Kirk and I actually went home with a couple of 4-packs
In
of this.
our beautiful glass. Let's not forget
in our
about that.
craft beer corner glass. So I really want to know right off the bat, your first drink there, what you think of the Color TV, Mr. Andrew Knutson.
Well, on a scale of 1 to 5 on the Untapped, definitely give the aroma, a 4.7. I'm going to give the first palate taste. I'm going to give that a 4, and then I'm going to give the finish at least a 4.8. I just
And
really
isn't
like
it kind
how
of fun
this
how
finishes.
it goes in, it hits you, and then it's gone, and you're like, I'm ready for another drink.
Yeah. Usually, New England IPAs can be a little bit too heavy,
We talked
especially
about
in the
that.
finish.
Yep.
But not this one. They did a great job. Here's the color.
Yeah, and Kirk, Saturday night after we did our sampling down there and shot that video package, social media exploded. All of our friends, the Iowa Craft Beer Crew, everybody was putting up pictures of this, saying, you got to try it, you got to try it. I got my hands on a couple of 4-packs. I mean, this thing really exploded on social media.
And it appeared that everybody thought it was as good as we thought it was. So we must know a little something.
Well, no, that's not exactly true. We have to thank Big Grove because all the guys, Andy, they all took time out of their schedule that day. Here they're doing this big, what I call the Justin Bieber concert, and they got a couple of journalists in there. We use that word loosely around here, but they took out a couple hours of their time to meet with us. But last but not least, talk about what Big Grove does in the community as far as brewing and selling and serving great beer.
Well, they've done such a great job. They come from small town Iowa. They opened their first brewery in Solon, Iowa, just up the road there on Highway 1. Still in operation. They do such a great job up there. And then obviously, because they make great beer, we're able to expand into that huge facility down there in Iowa City that you were in. And I tell you what, they are Big Grove is becoming just a name of Iowa City, and they do a great job.
And they didn't forget their roots because they did this release at their Solon Taproom as well.
Yeah,
right, yeah. So if you've got an idea for us, a beer or a brewery to check out, comment below right here on the Craft Beer Corner. We would love to check it out. For Drew Knutson and Kirk Hayden, I'm James Larson right here on the Craft Beer Corner, where we're making beer drinking great again.